Hi, my name is Mogashing and I'll be presenting for my final task of the game's development. So before we start the presentation, I'd like to highlight on the structure of this presentation. First up I'll be explaining the overall game structure, and next I will be having a gameplay with commentaries on it. And finally, I'll be summarizing the presentation with the scoreboard as well. And do note that there is a non-commentary gameplay walkthrough in the description. Alright, without further ado, let's jump right into the overall game structure. So as you can see, there are a few levels. There are about 4 levels right in my game. 4 levels, 3 levels are the first level, second level, and the final level, and another level is the tutorial level, so equals to 4 levels. There's an additional scene, which is the menu scene. So the overall game structure for this game is that there are a few elements in it. For example, this player will be the main character of this game, will be traversing between different levels and interacting with different objects in the games. The next one will be the enemy for this game, which will be recurring in all the levels in this game. And some levels do have multiple enemies to let the players to attack and even to avoid them. And next one will be the portal, which is one of the ways to let the players to jump between different levels. And it can only be activated by collecting this paper. Without this, the portal won't be activated. And next up will be this block, which is a collectible which allows the users to collect it in order to have the power to shoot projectiles. Next up will be the metronome. This one will be a collectible as well to allow the users to heal themselves to the max level once collected. Honorable mentions will be the platforms, will be that there are different layers for the platforms, for example the background, the midground, and the platform as well. And there are also specs inside of this platform to allow the users to be deducted 3 lives from it. I have also featured a few overlays for this game. This will be the UI for the levels as well. So this one will be the game over overlay, and this one will be a transition overlay featuring the canvas as well. The canvas will be something like this to show the health of the players. Without further ado, let's jump right into the gameplay walkthrough with commentary. Alright, upon launching the game, the users will be redirected to this page, which is the main menu, where there will be a background music to play around as a loop. And there will also be this call to action button, which the users can press on it to start the game, and also to prompt the users that I've also added the animation in order to prompt the users that this is an active button for them to press on. So as the users press on it, there will be an overlay showing the transition on it. And as you can see, there will be this UI which shows the player's health, which is 3 hearts, 3 lives. And in this tutorial level, there will be instructions telling the users how to manage the controls for the player. For example, this one, when the users press on the A and D, they can move from left and right. After that, users can see that they are able to jump using the space button. So they can jump right here. And later on, so when the users reach this point, they will be looking at this one. What's that on top? So you'll prompt the users to go up top to show what is on top of it. They'll be having curiosity to go up. So there's something collectible left to shoot, but they can't shoot, so they'll be trying to collect this item. As you can hear, there will be this feedback of the sound effect to prompt the users that they have collected this item. Then the users are able to shoot with the left click, and they can continue with the journey as well. And then there will be this shoot in which we'll be able to let the users know to shoot the projectiles that they have. Alright, so users are able to choose to confront them in the distance or to confront them in close battle. Hi, this is Future Kai. Sorry for the interruption. So apparently I've added a sound effect for the player when the player heals. So if the players get their health damage, they will be getting a sound effect for heal. And this won't be appearing in this presentation, but this sound effect will be appearing in the no commentary walkthrough, which will be available down in the description below, or you can find it in my channel as well. So sorry for the inconveniences, back to the video. So if the users have damage, as you can hear, there's this hurt sound effect where if the users get damage, this hurt sound effect will be played. And as you can see, the health UI will also be updated to show that there's only 1 life left. And there is 1 cheat code, 2 cheat codes that the users are able to use, which is the H key, which they can heal themselves, or button E, which they can damage themselves as well. Do note that not to overheal yourself, which is not to press too much or else you will die. If there is only 2 lives to heal, just press twice. If you press more than twice, there will be something called the overheal, which will act as another side effect, which the players will die from overheal. When users are prompted to this game over level, the music will be switching from the level background music to this game over background music, which let them know that they have entered this game over overlay. Users can choose to go back to the menu or also try to retry this level, and they will be redirected back to this starting point of the game. So I will be seeing you back in about a few seconds. Right, so when the players reach this place, they will be seeing that what is this actually. So this is a paper which activates the portal. As you can see, the portal right now is just in idle state where it is not activated. So the users can't enter through it. So with the collection of the paper, there will be this portal sound effect which prompts the users that the portal has been activated. Then the users can pass through this portal and they will be redirected to the next level and with the transition overlay as well. Alright, we have reached the level 1, which is the next level of tutorial. So users are able to traverse between the levels and collect this block to have the ability to fire. As you can see, the health have replenished to the full max health. And one tip is to jump right at the edge of the platform in order to reach the next far platform. So when there's projectiles, there will be enemies right here. So remember to fire the enemies to the end, because the enemies are quite sneaky. Even if they are dying, they will still be shooting the projectiles, as they are vengeful of the player. Oh, that was close. That was close. So there are some hidden enemies at the corner, looking at the corner, and users will need to be mindful of it. And also with this large gap, the users will need to jump carefully in order not to hit the spikes down below. As you can see, there are a few states for the enemy's death. When the enemy starts to attack, they'll be shooting out the projectiles from the locker, and as well as rusting when they are dying. So I'll be going to this place to collect the paper in order to activate the portal, and they'll be going to the next level, which is level 2. Right, collect the blob, and right off the bat there is this enemy. Users can choose to attack the player. Player can attack the enemies from far away, or they can confront the enemy right up front. Need to be mindful of the enemy. Yeah. So as you can see, this is the metronome, which is one of the collectibles that can heal the player to the max level. For example, I'm having 1 health left, so once I collected the metronome, I'll heal right away, next to max health. I'll collect the paper at the moment, and I'll start attacking the enemy from far away. And this part is quite tricky because players will need to choose to attack the enemy or try to dodge the bullet, and also to jump right to the platform. This is quite tricky because some players might be not having a full jump and pick up on the spike. So right before going to the portal, there will also be the final enemy. And as you can see, once the enemy is dying, he will still be shooting projectiles, which is quite dangerous. So the players will need to be mindful of that and continue to shoot the projectiles until the enemy disappears, just in case. Right, next up we'll be going to the final level, which have a different vibe to it. It does have a grey tone, the stones that we use for the spikes. But this level does not contain any spikes. The users will collect this block in order to have the power to attack. And users can also choose to go to the other side actually to play the levels, but this is just a mirrored level actually. And it does have the same designs for it. So the users are just playing the same sides, be either left or right. So users will need to be on the tempo in order to attack the enemies, and be patient, because the enemies in this level have increased. They are more than the levels from previous levels. You can choose to collect this metronome and start attacking other enemies in the platform. You can jump right here and be careful of the projectiles. It is better to attack the enemies right when you meet them, because sometimes when you fall down, when you fall to the ground from a height, you'll be encountering the same enemies that you have met before. So it is wise to just attack it when you saw them. Another reason to attack them once encountered is because the metronomes will only be spawned once for each attempt. So need to be mindful that once you collected the metronomes, you can't be able to collect another one unless you go to the next platform. So for example, if you jump from a height, you'll be meeting the same enemies from previously. So be mindful of that and try to attack all the enemies that you have encountered to avoid your health being deducted or something like that. And another thing is that users can't be able to heal in this level. When I press the button H, I won't be able to heal it, because this is quite a consequence for the users to not overuse the heal button for each level. And also to let the players know that this final level is significant for them to finish it at using the right way. And yeah. Right now I just need to evade the weapons, projectiles that I shoot, or I can just confront the enemies right up front, near, to shoot them and have a clear shot. Alright, so now I have finished all the enemies in this level, and I can activate this portal, and when I walk through it, it will be the game end, which will prompt the game end overlay to show that this game has ended and to thank the player for playing. And as you can hear, the background music for this overlay has also been changed to another music. And the current level's background music has also stopped playing, which has been controlled using the script. So when users click back to the menu, they'll be redirected to this main menu. So before the end of the presentation, I would like to summarize on the topics that I've covered for this presentation. So there are key points, a few key points that are being bring up for this assignment from this presentation. The first one will be the sound effects for different elements in the game. It will be acting as a feedback and also a way to tell the users that they have made an action, and also they have inflicted a damage, and so on. Next one will be the chance, which the players will be having some chance in multiple levels. For example, the users are able to heal themselves using the metronomes, and also using the cheat codes between the tutorial to the level 2. But although the final level, the users are not able to use the cheat codes, but there's chances for the users to heal by using the metronomes as well. So another thing is that, as you can see, there are a few styles for the elements, the designs, the platforms, the overall surroundings for each level. Tutorial level features a less and a dull environment. Level 1 will be slowly changing the color to more saturated color, and finally, level 2 will be more vibrant. But until the final level, it will be something great to create the tension for the users to feel that this level is quite hard for them. And next one is the player movements, which enables the players to move left and right, and also to jump once unless they touch the ground, so that they can jump again. So now I'll be listing down the scoreboards for the achievements that I have done for this final task. So right now I have finished 4 levels, included the tutorial, level 1, level 2, and the final level. And I have a few overlays that will be able to prompt the users to know that the progress of the game. For example, the game over panel, which allows the player to know that this level, the game, is over. So you need to choose whether to restart the level or to go back to the menu. And next one will be the game end overlay, which prompts the users to know that they have completed the game. And there will also be a transition overlay, which has the smooth transition between levels. And overall, there will be canvas in each level to show how the game UI will be. For example, the game UI, the health system right here. And next one, I have also created the sprites for the characters and the enemies as well. Then I've also integrated player movements into the character. For example, walking left to right and also jumping, which only allow the single jumping, no double jumpings allowed. But unfortunately, I have removed the duck animation, which is the movement to dodge, because I think that the platforms for this one is just one level and it's just the same height as the users do. I didn't create any half slabs for the users to duck and walk through it. So it was unfortunate for that. And I've also created the health system for the players to know that how many health they have left. Health system right here, the maximum heart is 3 hearts, and we'll be controlling the sound effects for it, which prompts the sound effects that I have added. There are a few sound effects that I have added for this task, which are listed right here. Some of it are the fires that the players will be shooting, and also the portal. Once the player have collected the paper, there will be a sound effect playing to prompt that they have activated the portal. Another thing is that I've also added songs between each level in order to indicate that which levels that they are in, so that they will know where they are, which levels, and also to cut some of the levels when the overlay shows up to let them know that the overlay has been deployed. So I think that wraps up for my presentation, and do remember that there will be a no commentary gameplay walkthrough. They will be available in the description below. It is really an honor to create this app, and I have fun in the process to creating this app, and I'm proud of what I've done for this game, and because I never thought that I can achieve something this complicated, and I'm proud that this game is functional and able to transition between different levels and able to calculate the health of the player. So I'm quite happy with what I'm having, but although there is this game, but I do see that there are improvements that could be done in this game. So it is not perfect, but I've tried my best to finish this assignment and also to have features that are suitable for this game as much as possible. So that wraps up for my presentation. Thank you for listening once again, and have a nice day.